It's a Roll for Crit preview, and we are talking about Fat Stacks, which is on Kickstarter now. It's a party game that's competitive, and it's all about those delicious, cakey, golden breakfast treats, pancakes. And you're trying to build the biggest and best stacks while trying to avoid having very, very, very bad things placed on top of them that you don't want on your pancakes.
Yeah, this game is all about trying to build your best pile of pancakes while sort of trying to ruin your opponents and mitigate their effects. The way the game works is everyone starts with a classic buttermilk pancake in the field. Now, on your turn, you can either play 2 cards and draw 2, or go all in and draw 3 or play 3. So those are really your options, sort of a small mix or going all in. On your turn, when you play them, you can either start new pancakes, so they have a large variety, as you can play some.
Yeah. There's a red velvet pancake, there's a blueberry pancake, and they all have little descriptions of the pancakes themselves.
Yes, while there are also negative ones, which can lower the value of the entire stack.
So you can play these onto any one stack anywhere on the table on your turn. You could even play a good one theoretically onto someone else's stack if you really wanted to.
You can also start a new one.
That's right.
And make multiple stacks. And in addition, you may actually hit some of these requirements. These are called the finishers. They are what sort of lock your pancake stack in for points. They all have different requirements. For example, the easiest one, and one you'll probably use a lot, is butter, which is actually you get 3 buttermilk in one pile, regardless of what else is on there.
You get this butter card and boom, you can play it on there if you want to.
That allows you pretty much to lock the stack in's value, and they have some other effects as well.
And nobody can put bad things on there anymore.
Right. In addition, they all have their unique things, and also big value bonus points. There's also these big bonus points. One of them is whoever has the tallest stack will hold on to this card until someone can take it. One of them is the least amount of negative cards. One is playing the most negative cards in a turn, or value. So those are those are going to be passed around a lot and definitely can really decide who's going to win the game. In addition, a lot of these cards may have a little star on them, which means that they will double in value if they're next to it. For example, this chocolate pancake increases by being near chocolate chips. And of course, the same can be said about negative ones. This hot pancake increases in negative value next to ghost peppers, which I'd like to mention, this should be a positive. This sounds delicious.
Some people may be into that, not for all tastes. So yeah, and sometimes those, you may have ways to move those pancakes around different positions, get rid of some of them. So, or sometimes you're trying to wait until you have the right hand to hold to have that right combination, because you really want these blueberry pancakes to have blueberries on them.
Exactly.
That's your number one priority.
Or if you had the ghost peppers, you may wait for a hot pancake to hit, so you can really ruin someone's day.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely could do that. So the game ends once that deck runs out, and then everybody gets one final turn, I believe. And then you count up all your points, your money value from these. Whoever has the most wins, plus these bonuses. These are really huge. These can really swing the game in big ways.
Yeah, we actually, on one of our games, someone noticed that once he had the fattest stack, he was literally just going to draw cards to end the game as soon as possible.
Right, yeah. So, depending on how savvy of a group of gamers you're playing with, some of that metagaming may come into play. But definitely, by and large, I think this is a very straightforward party game that anybody can pick up and play. It's got a lot, it's very take that heavy. So you're playing cards that are going to hurt people. So if you're not into the take that thing, this probably won't be your cup of tea. But if you're okay with that, or you have a group that's okay with it, this is a pretty fun one, to be throwing those cards around. And I'm a fan of the theme because, or maybe I'm not a fan because it makes me hungry. Yes. It really makes me want pancakes.
Some of these things I was like, I want to make this kind of, some of these pancakes. In particular, a spicy one, because that would be delicious.
This is a true story. The first night after we played this game, the next morning, I did go out and eat pancakes.
Oh, I did not. I'm very jealous of you.
Yeah, that is something that happened. So be warned. Be warned if you don't have a diner near you or an IHOP or something like that.
IHOP.
IHOB, yeah, excuse me. We won't date this video too much. And these finishers can be fun to get to with their different effects. So, there is some strategy and decision in deciding how you want to play, which ones of those you think you're more likely to get to try and go for, as well as the randomness of the cards that are going to come up. So there's some kind of, worrying about your hand and some kind of hand management in there as to which do I want. I really am waiting for this one topping, but do I want to keep spending my turns trying to find it, or should I just cut my losses and
that was one mistake I made the first time we played, because I really underestimated the unlikeliness. We played at a very large group the first time.
Goes up to 6 players.
Yeah. Getting the topping I wanted. I think it was chocolate chips, because I had a chocolate pancake. And so, sometimes you just got to cut your losses and really focus on those stacks.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you like pancakes, if you like silly party games, this one's fun, it's lively, it's light, it's colorful. Something that you definitely could get people to get into if they're not familiar with heavier games. Fat Stacks is the name of it, and it's on Kickstarter right now. If you're watching this video, there will be a link in the description below. Let us know if you are going to back this game, or if you've played it, or have any thoughts at all.
Let us know also any creative pancakes you've ever cooked.
Yeah.
Because they have some really weird ones in here.
Give us your best. Have you ever had hair on a pancake, for example, or spiders?
Oh, the spider pancake.
Because they're in there. They're in this deck. Anyway, that's Fat Stacks. Until next time, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Will.
And this was a Roll for Crit preview.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more board game content. Every little bit helps.
Please, we gotta eat.